he was out walking his dog. Well, I'm gonna read the email to you anyway. But he found an envelope with no markings on it, like something out of a movie. And when he opened it up, it was a cooperation agreement between the county child support agency and the county courts and lawyers. It's called a plan of cooperation, which is, what they do is they tell you they're violating your rights, but they call it they use different phrases. A plan of cooperation is really nothing more than a conspiracy. They're conspiring to expedite taking your money from you. Okay, so what they're doing is they tell you they're doing these things, and and because they put it on paper, you have to object to it. So anyway, being that we found these things, he sent in the cease and desist, and this is the guy that got the call from the lawyer. I told you guys he got a call from a lawyer, and the lawyer was giving him all kinds of BS. But anyway, that's the same place, and he gets the plan of cooperation agreement dropped off at his house, like something out of like a James Bond movie, as he put it. I'll show you, but I just want to show you this real fast. Somebody with my paperwork filed it before going to court. With the court yesterday, I remember this guy. What I did was I told him to file. He's contesting child support. Support order is void because you're dealing with a surrogate judge and quorum non judice, and it's absolutely void under Supreme Court decision Virginia versus Rivas. Okay. And then he filed for a dismissal of the proceedings for child support enforcement, that he is not a federal employee or a member of the military. He also sent to the mother of his child interrogatories. So he goes to court yesterday, and let me see what he said. I said that the paperwork, he told me, filed affidavit contesting child support proceedings in blank county. He doesn't want me to. I don't blame him either, and I'm actually going to block the county where the paperwork, the agreement was dropped off, because they're watching these videos. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Okay, it's just the information is sound though, and excuse me. Did like you said, sent my son's mother a copy of the paperwork and interrogatories, and when I showed up to court yesterday, I noticed my case was the last one in 7 cases. And when they finally called our case, the lawyer walked up to the commissioner, and they were talking for about 30 seconds, and commissioner seemed pissed. Then told me the matter is being withdrawn. That's probably why the commissioner's pissed, because the attorney was telling the commissioner they're withdrawing the case, wasting the commissioner's time, whatever, by the petitioner. But the petitioner can always file again if you should fail to make support payments. I asked if they were going to respond to my paperwork. The commissioner said, I just told you the matter is withdrawn, and check your mail in the next few days for disposition. I'm so happy I cannot thank you enough for the paperwork. It's worth every penny. You can share this, but please block my name and county because they weren't too happy. But I suspect it's caused the paperwork. And I don't want to piss anyone off and walk away a happy dude. All right, congratulations. That's good news. All right. And again, this is another guy filing it before going to court. All right. He also sent out the cease and desist to the child support agency. So I don't know why they withdrew it, but who cares? The case is withdrawn. All right. And these are just 2 affidavits, by the way. All right. I mean, look at I provide all the footnotes supporting all my facts. So I put down a fact, and then I corroborate the fact with a footnote. Okay, that way they're going to have to rebut that now. Okay, now even if they don't dismiss it, or they don't address it in the court, you have the option down the road to appeal it. Okay, and you're showing that you presented to these people facts that they have no jurisdiction over you. A lot of times they'll just ignore it and claim and say, well, we have jurisdiction over you. Okay, but the words don't lie. When this is coming from Executive Order 12953. Okay, I found it by looking up 42 U.S.C. Section 659 consent. That's how I found it, because I was like, why do they need consent from the United States? And then it was because the United States is the employer. So this is all presumptive stuff. So we have to rebut all these presumptions. Okay, and that's what we're doing. So anyway, let me get over here. All right, so these are the screenshots. I want to find here it is. This is it right here. Okay. Received an anonymous covert package drop at my apartment. Serious. Rick, you're not going to believe what I'm going to say. It's 10:25 on a Saturday night, and I live in an apartment and have a dog. Since it's late and I have a bottom floor, there's no one out. So I let my dog out without a leash to do her business. And I have this envelope at my door. No name, no note, just an envelope. Just an envelope. In it is a copy of a plan. Is a plan between the child support and court, which I am sending to you. I am telling you, what you've helped me with and what you wrote, your paperwork, and sent me is shaking shit up. Who does this in the dark ass night on Saturday? I know it's crazy, but this means that somebody there is on his side. Maybe there's people that just are fed up because they know what they're doing. They're sandbagging us. They're definitely sandbagging us. And again, for a lawyer to call him, this was the guy I mentioned in the last video, for a lawyer to call him on a Monday night and catching him off guard, there's something going on here. They don't trust me. I've seen people send in paperwork, even my paperwork in the past when I first started doing this, where the child support agency wouldn't respond. Well, they're responding now. They have to. Okay? So he goes, shaking shit up. Who does this in the dark ass night on Saturday night? This is like 007 stuff. Someone is feeding me information on the inside, maybe. How would they get my address? How would they know my fight with child support? I am reading it now. I want to keep you in the loop. I've not seen this document anywhere, and I haven't either. This is really incredible stuff. Really incredible. It's proof of a conspiracy, guys. Okay, pretty much all I do, since I ran across it by now. What is your take on it? I think we are hitting the nerve. Yes, we are. All right, so. Okay. Oh, this is the first one, where you got the call. You got the call from the lawyer. Okay. Okay. This is the plan of cooperation. All right. Blank County Department of Child Support Services and Superior Court. So this is a cooperation between the child support and the courts. You understand? So remember, I've mentioned in my videos that you're not really in court. You're in the court building. But the child support proceedings are taking place inside the courthouse. And the court employees are working or contracted or cooperating based on this agreement. It's amazing stuff. It's unbelievable. Okay, Plan of Cooperation, Blank County Child Support Services. This is the bill. Assembly Bill established the Child Support Commissioner and Child and Family Law Facilitator Program. See? Facilitator, which means streamlining, expediting, facilitating. So how are you going to get a fair hearing when they create a child support commissioner who's created based on, this bill, this plan of cooperation, and they got you thinking, and they got you thinking you're in a court, and a commissioner is acting like a judge. It's amazing. The purpose of this legislatively mandated statewide program is to provide a cost-effective, expedited, and accessible process in the courts for establishing and enforcing child support orders in cases being enforced by local child support. Check it out. They're creating the child support orders, and then they're enforcing it. So they create a child support commissioner who makes the child support order, and then the same person enforces their own order. How the hell is that legal? But again, they're putting this out there, so it's up to us to contest this, okay? So again, see Title 4D, Social Security Act, 42601, but actually we're not concerned with that, okay? And I'll show you why. Okay. Authority. Their authority for the parties to enter into this POC, Plan of Cooperation, is under the authority of 42 U.S.C. 654, Section 7. Well, they're letting you know that it is a cooperation agreement. Let's see if it comes up. Okay. 42. And again, I apologize, but the last couple of days I've been trying to get this to go. I'm probably going to have to, take it off the computer and re-download it again. All right. 654. All right. We'll look it up. Okay, hang in there, please. I tell you, man, my computer's been acting strange lately. I'm telling you to keep an eye on me. Don't forget, I hate to give it credence, but that idiot, calling me a fraud, has definitely caused my channel to slow down. I don't have people emailing me nearly as much, and I have a feeling they're afraid to send me money because of this guy. And it's sad because I just showed you a guy who just, went to court and he doesn't have to worry about paying child support. All right. Then I got a guy getting this stuff, getting very important paperwork showing proof of a conspiracy, showing proof that the courts are working together with the child support people. And I'm a fraud. Okay, no, I am proving that I'm on the mark, and my paperwork is on the mark. All right, here's Section 7, right here. Provide for entering into cooperative arrangements with appropriate courts and law enforcement officials and Indian tribes or tribal organizations. Provide that for the purpose of establishing parentage, setting the amount, and modifying or enforcing child support obligations, or making or enforcing child custody, visitation, blah, 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 okay? It's proof that the courts are working together with them. Aren't you supposed to get impartial due process in the court under the 14th Amendment? This is proof that you're not, okay? But again, because they post it It's up to you or us to contest this. All right? It's amazing. Unbelievable. Look, here we go again. State. Let's look up state. Has the meaning given the term for the purposes of subchapter 19. Right? Subchapter 19. Okay. Just to be sure. Hang in there, guys. I apologize. Okay. All right. Definitions. Okay. So, Chapter 7, Social Security, right? And the subchapter of Chapter 7, subchapter 19. The term state, except when otherwise provided, includes the District of Columbia, the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, and when used in 4, 5, 7, 11, 19. All right, so we're there. This is proof right there. You don't see anything about the 50 states, do you? No. So we got them. All right, and that's the reason why this stuff is going down. Okay. 45 CFR 302.34, 45 CFR 303.107. They're all about cooperatives, cooperations, agreements. And again, it's also under the geographical territory of the District of Columbia. So it's not enforceable outside of District of Columbia. So they don't have the authority. But again, they put it on paper so it covers their butt. Now check this out. The Plan of Cooperation, Department of Child Support Services, Superior Court of California County, all right, prepare and file legal documents electronically where this is what they're doing. Request that all hearings for child support matters be calendared hearing by the court's child support commission. So they get their cases go to the top of the list. Prepare and submit orders and judgments electronically and where available. Send electronic versions of data. So they're using the courts for child support. But remember, they got you thinking that you're in court, remember? So they're nothing but administrative hearings inside the building. Remember, I've done it so many times in my videos. I tell you guys, it's nothing but a production. All rise, raise your right hand. Bop, 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 bop. Okay? It's nothing but a planned cooperation. All right? And I hope I'm showing you guys that we're doing good stuff here. Okay? This is court responsibilities, right? Oversee the selection of appointment of court's child support commissioners. Ensure the Title 40 child support actions brought before the court's child support have priority. Here we go. Have priority over other cases. To the extent permissible by law, provide LCSA with access to confidential and public records. So now they're using the court's public records also to effectively chase you down. And don't forget, they're putting it on court paperwork, so you think you have to go to a court. Remember, they're threatening you. If you don't show up, you may be arrested. If you don't show up, you're going to be held in default. If you don't show up, your license is going to be suspended. And then when you walk into the building, if you do not file a notice to contest, right, a special appearance over a general appearance, they got you. They did that with this guy. His name is Mark. The lawyer told him on the phone when he spoke to him, well, when you showed up, we have jurisdiction. So that's another thing they do. They trick you into showing up. It's like those guys, you ever see those commercials where there's a warrant out and they send people a letter in the mail, hey, show up to this location and you're going to receive this gift. And all these guys, and they have it on the news and they're laughing at them. All the guys are getting arrested because they think they're showing up to Like, oh yeah, yeah. What they do is, oh, money has been found in the what do they call it? The controller's office. That X amount of dollars is owed to you for whatever, and people show up, they're gonna get money, they're getting arrested. All right. So listen, I apologize for the way back. This is the way I used to do the videos, but I'm showing you guys that we're on the money. All right, 007 agreement, plan of agreement is proof that something's going on. All right, and I wanted to respect the wishes. All right, I didn't want to put in the actual county. All right, because I don't want anybody to get in trouble. All right, but you have enough information. This is all legit. All right, guys, if you need help, my email is rick, RICK0327. Hope to hear from you guys. Bye.